Well, it's just me and Ashley today
Hello.
because Sue is still in England, but she decided to make her husband a priority, and they are going on a little jaunt to Lincolnshire today. So maybe I'll get something good. So whenever she comes home, I'm like, what'd you get me? And inevitably she does. So, and then I always have to remember when I'm away, I have to get her something too, or she might feel bad. So, anyway, what we are going to talk to you today about is a few books that we got in and some of our classes that are just basically event calendar. But I also want to give you an update on my hat that I made. I had started maybe a couple weeks ago, and I've kind of shown you a couple pictures, but I finished it. So this is my circle and square hat by Martina Bem. So she's the designer of the Hitchhiker shawl and many other wonderful things. So basically, the way this hat works, it's pretty fun. You're basically knitting a circle. You fold it in half, and then that fold mark, you actually fit it around your head, and then when it fits around your head, then you start this other technique, which actually is pretty easy to do, but it's pretty fun. I am going to try it on. Ashley said I have to make sure I fluff my hair after. So, so this I made out of Noro. I know, you like that?
It's chef-like sometimes.
Yes, it can be. I think maybe I blocked it a little too
Squarish.
maybe I should have kept the circle more a little bit in that. But it's because of course it's worsted, so it's double that right here, which actually, if it was windy out today, I would feel thankful that I had this hat because it's really cozy. And it's actually written for fingering weight. And even then, I think it would still block a lot because it's still going to, whatever you make it out of, it's going to be double in the section over your ear.
I have to say, I had no idea how it was going to turn into a hat last week.
Yeah, I kind of really didn't either.
But it's cool.
I did a couple different like blocking. So once I got done with the circle and folded it in half, and then you put the two stitches together on the one edge, I left it on the needles. I actually blocked it like that because I wanted to block out, make sure I got a little extra room around the head. And then it was really fun. You just put it back on the needles and you kind of transfer it into 4 sections, and then you just do some decreasing. It works really good. So anyway, I think I'm going to make this into a class. So just expect to see that on the calendar pretty soon. It's really a fun techniques, and I think, that's really a fun way to host a class just for that, if not anything else. So we got some great books in, and basically Sue and I have a few of our really favorite designers, and Erika Knight is one of them. We met them at market. We've had I think a little virtual chat with she and her daughter. And anyway, we really like her design aesthetic and her yarns and stuff. So there is one pattern in here. There's multiple patterns in here, but we need to talk about some other things too. But there was one in particular that I really liked. And part of it is because we actually have the yarns that she used. It's a sweater. It's called Edge Path. And it is, can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
So it's really kind of a basic shape. And she has great little drawings that go with it. You can see the basic shape. But what makes it pretty is it's got a little lace pattern. But I really don't think it's going to be a hard pattern. And actually, her charts, she doesn't actually have charts in this book, but she has them all on a website. So I'm going to print that out to see it. But the yarn that she uses for this is, we have it here. It's her yarn. It's a fingering weight called Wool Local. And it's a great English wool blend. I really love it. It's blue-faced Leicester and fine Masham wool. So 100%, but that's a fingering weight. It's got a heather. And then they pair it with this gray mohair, which I just think, what a great combination, especially because the heather in this yarn, the mohair really picks that up. And so let me just show
Very
you that
pretty.
picture again, because help you visualize a little bit more about how that's going to come together.
It's pretty. Even if you're not posing by a rock.
I know.
Your elbow in
yes.
the air.
If you're posing at the yarn bar in your finished project, I can guarantee it'll look wonderful, especially at our new shop. Yeah, so I guess that's on a queue. Like, my queue's really long, and I don't always get to it, but...
Okay, next, the Making magazine.
Yes. So this is the newest Making, number 11, called Dawn. And they have so many beautiful summer things. And this actually is a close-up of a crocheted bag that they have. Let me see what that one is.
These always sell fast.
Yeah.
The Making magazine. So if you are interested, you might want to call us.
Yeah, and I think I have it on the website too. So
Okay.
This is called the Sunset Purse. And I think it's a pretty basic crochet stitch that maybe even Linda could do, because I am not much on one. But we got some great, so one of our best sellers that we have at the store is the Illimani, the Sabri, which generally we've always just had in their very basic neutrals, which is all they've ever had in almost all of a lot of this line. They're just the natural colors that of the cotton and the alpaca that is in it, but they've added some color, and so it's still, I think it's 85 cotton and 15 alpaca, but it's really nice for anything, baby, a summer sweater. But this bag, I think, would be...
Yeah, it uses a fingering length cotton.
So
that
really,
would be perfect.
really nice for this bag. So for any of you crocheters or, basic crocheters, this would be a really great project for that. I'm just going to kind of go at the beginning here. This is a sweater that we kind of poked out. We pinned that one ourselves. I think it's called the Bánsolas. And it's a beautiful color blocked, kind of a funnel neck, but loose. Got a little ribbing on top. It's not brioche, it's a ribbing. And I love how they put the colors together. And really, this is our new camper from Kelborn. And paired with a mohair, I think that would just be luscious. And lightweight. I mean...
Yeah, camper's a fingering weight.
Yeah,
so.
it's a beautiful sweater. So that one's called Bánsolas. This one is called the Dawn Pullover, and love this too. So this one is a little more of a yoke design. It's got kind of a fun little, I don't know, I don't want to call it a puff, but it's definitely got a little feminine quality to it. And the Lana Vendole that we have in stock would be perfect for that too. So, and once again, it's kind of a fingering / sport. So there's a lot of options for you. But these I call them just real wools that have a lot of integrity. They're going to block out nice, and they're going to show the detail really good. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this is a fun shawl. Sue really liked this one. The Luce Shawl. It's probably, it's Luce. So, but it's a beautiful shawl, and that Lana Vendole, again, is going to be a good choice. But we have a lot of other yarns, too, like Cumbria Fingering will be nice. But I feel like these are going to be in the right kind of color range for summer. So.
Yeah, that's camper.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
well.
sorry. Yeah, both of them would work. Yeah, I was just grabbing. I was thinking of the same. So, talked about the bag.
I just used camper for a super secret surprise project. I love it so much.
Oh, well, it definitely is super. It's got a nice
amazing.
Hand to it.
Yes. I want to use it again.
I have a super secret project that could also use this. I used phenol yarn, but yeah, we're excited.
Go through our camper stash.
Yeah, I think so too. So, so that's actually. Oh, there was one other thing that they always have in the Making magazine, and that is the charm set that Susan B. Anderson does, and it's usually just a little kind of like a little stuffed toy. Of course.
And camper is a fingering weight. Someone asked that
Okay,
question.
yes, it is.
It's a fingering weight. Really soft.
Oh,
very nice. Were you going to show the ripple scarf?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's marked, right?
It is marked. Because we have a yarn in right now.
Oh, here it is.
For it.
Right.
I think it's
so
really
this
pretty.
one I think is really cool. I'm really anxious to kind of get into the meat of this pattern, but it really depends a lot on the drop stitches. So I'm pretty sure there might be a few short rows in there to help with the wave, but when you drop the stitches, it just really creates a really gorgeous ripple. And so one yarn that we have in the store, it's called Lang Lotus, and this is a 60% cotton, 40% cashmere. It's got 200 yards on this, and they're priced really nice. So to do a project with this yarn would be fabulous, and we think that that texture for this particular project would like really be enhanced with the way
it does
it's
look
built.
like a wedding shawl.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said
Wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Move the book over so we can see it on her. Yeah. It's really pretty.
Yeah, that is just gorgeous. The other one we were thinking that might be really lovely too is the Pasquale, which in Nepal, which is a cotton, linen, and then it also has nettle in it, which actually makes it really soft. And you know, as it does with most linens, it's going to get super soft the more you use it. You know, as you knit it, it's actually going to get softer. So I think the colors would be a great summer beachy shawl. So
yeah, very pretty.
Yeah, love that. Oh, I was going to do the little charms. The Susan B. Anthony. That's close, right? Anderson, yes. Let's see. Sorry. So I just have, there's big pictures, but I'll show this one up here. So this is, she always has cute little toy set, and I actually was thinking my granddaughter Elisa's first birthday is coming up in June, and she just wants to grab and put in her mouth, like, here, I'll make this out of some nice yarn that won't matter if she pops it in her little teeth. So that is the Making magazine. There's so much more. There's some sewing, quilting. There's some really cute dyeing projects. There's some a little dress project. So it doesn't really matter what your craft is. This magazine is about making. So you can quilt, you can sew, you can knit, you can crochet, you can dye. So there's a lot of things in here for every kind of maker. I also wanted to kind of talk to you guys about our events, because now that we're moving, you know, we're going to have this little gap in May probably where not much is happening, and then we're already scheduling into the summer. So it's really crazy that we're scheduling things into July, and hopefully have already, you know, been into the space and really gotten used to it. But we do have one thing left in May, and that is our Intarsia class with Holly Yao. And so that is May 22nd, a Saturday afternoon. It's a virtual class. And from all accounts and all reviews, Holly is really good at what she does. And so I know you're going to get a lot out of it. It's actually a hands-on little project. You've got 3 hours. You're going to create a little Intarsia project. We have 3 spots left in that. So I think it'd be great for you to get onto the website and register for that, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We've added probably our first event really with the new spot. It's a summer sock swap. So this I think is going to be a lot of fun. Shannon Larson is going to help us kick it off. We're going to have, she's going to be doing a couple of sock classes this summer, so that's kind of going to help that out. But we're going to do what we always do with something like that. We'll have some fun stitch markers that everyone will get. We'll have some giveaways during the summer. It's going to be so to register by June 18th, then we will pair you up by the 21st, and then you'll have the summer to knit, and the sock exchange will actually happen in September.
Okay, so for people who've never done a sock exchange, explain what that means.
Okay, thanks. So basically, you'll register and you will get paired up with someone else, and you'll make a sock for that person, and that person will make, well, yes, a pair of socks. yeah, we'll have her make, we'll get one. No, each person, you'll get I don't know that you'll actually get the same person to make you a sock that you're making for. I don't know how that's going to work yet.
And you won't know who it is. You'll just know their foot length, basically.
Right. We do ask for your size of your foot, basically, and then your least favorite color. Mm-hmm. So, because we can't, like, guarantee you're going to get one color, but we know if you hate yellow, we'll try to make sure they know that. So, basically, you'll just knit your sock over the summer, and then in September we'll have a party. But we will have some sock gatherings over the summer, so you can maybe get together with some of the people that are doing the exchange, even though
you won't
know who they're knitting for.
True.
So yeah, I think that's going to be fun. So we actually have that on the website already, so you can pop right on there and register. And I'll make sure it's easy to find. Right now, it might be kind of hard to find, but I'll make sure after we're done talking today that I'll make sure it's easy to locate. Don't forget, Marie Green always does her 4-day knit along, and we are on board with that. So I can't give you too many details, except for I think in the middle of May is when we'll be able to actually kind of spill the beans on all of that, right? On what the pattern is. We know it's a sweater. And no cast on date is July 1st. And I do know that she doesn't really want anyone to actually knit it in 4 days. Like if you just multiplied 8 hours in a day, 4 days, she thinks that's how long it'll take. So spread it out. You don't have to even finish it by the end of the month. You can do it by the end of the summer. I finished it, in what, 9 months?
Yeah.
I don't remember when I finished mine.
So we'll know all the details by the time we open downtown.
Right.
So you will have all of June to gather your yarn, pick your size. You'll know yardage at that point. You'll be able to see the sweater, right?
Yes, we're going to have a sample.
And well, at least even on Ravelry, she'll have pictures, right?
Right. Yes, she will.
And so then you'll have all of June, our very first month, to buy your yarn, and then we'll all cast on together. Right. July 1.
And we will have a kickoff at the store.
Yay!
So, yeah, that's going to be fun. And actually, the gal that's going to be knitting our sample, Lindsay, who just taught the late bloomer class, she's the one that's going to be helping us with our kickoff.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Good.
So, yarn bombing, June 4th. Don't forget, all day that day, you can show up with your pieces. I hope you're making lots of fun pieces or finding pieces in your unfinished projects. Just cast it off. Just admit you're never going to finish. Just cast it off and we'll use it somehow. And then we've got some summer classes scheduled. So I mentioned the sock classes. So there's going to be, we actually have beginning knitting. So if you know anybody that wants to learn to knit, we've got that coming up.
In June.
Yeah, it's in June. Check the calendar. Then we have, Shannon is going to be teaching her beginning sock class. So if that's something you've been, kind of putting on the back burner, summer's a good time to learn how to do that.
In June.
That is in June. And then she has a toe up sock class that she's going to be teaching in July. So that we have on the calendar too. The other thing she's going to do she's not going to have much of a summer. She'll be at the yarn bar the whole time. She's teaching a stranded hat class, and it's one of her own designs. So it's called the Legends hat. So we've got that on the calendar as well.
So that's if you want a little help with color work. If you've never done color work before, and by that I mean holding two different yarns at one time and doing those fun hats that you see everywhere. Shannon will help you with that.
Yeah, that's definitely what that is.
And that's in July.
Right.
Okay.
And as far as kind of some regular things that we want to do at the shop, every Friday we want to institute a a gathering of knitters, a little knitting afternoon. We're calling it Friday. So yeah, come on in Friday afternoons. I think around 3:30 till we close, and we just want, if you're ready to come out and be with people and be social, Friday afternoons are the best time to come to the yarn bar.
Okay.
So I think that's
enough.
We've covered a lot, and if you can remember any of it, good for you. I'll have to review the video just to figure that one out. So I hope that we will see you next week on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Sue will be here.
Okay.
All right. So we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.